You guys, we need to talk about Sydney Sweeney because she's responding to the American Eagle Jean drama, that whole situation in a new GQ interview. She's also talking about her love life. And when I tell you this interview, people were not loving her. They weren't loving the journalist. They were actually coming at the journalist for how this whole interview was. So it's not making her look too good, but we're also going to be talking about Flavor Flav getting some backlash from Dancing with the Stars fans, Alix Earle's stepmom responding to the Dancing with the Stars drama from last week, Huda Beauty coming out and making a statement about Love Island Huda, Millie Bobby Brown and David Harbour addressing those rumors going around about Millie filing a bullying and harassment complaint about him. We're also talking about the Grammy nominations, and we're talking about this whole Justin Baldoni, Blake Lively lawsuit update. We have so much that we are going to get into. Hey guys, it's Christy and welcome back to the weekly TEACAP. You guys, there's just so much that happened this week, and continuing on from the Dancing with the Stars mess from last week, if you guys are not watching, essentially Flavor Flav was a guest judge this week and he was getting a lot of backlash because of his scoring. People were not happy with some of the scores that he gave out. They just felt very confused. Like Alix Earle danced one of her best dances. She got all 10s except Flavor Flav gave her 9, and people were like, what is going on? Like, was he not seeing things properly? Because he also gave Andy a 9, and they were just like, how did he think that they danced the same? So as he was getting so much backlash, people after the show asked him why he gave her a 9, and he was like, you guys, it was an accident. He even ended up coming out and posting on Twitter, as a judge on Dancing with the Stars, you hit your score on a computer first, then hold up the sign. I accidentally hit 9 for someone and told the crew I meant to hit 10, and they said you can't change it and there's nothing I can do. That girl deserved perfect 10s. Y'all saw me looking down at the computer confused and couldn't get the words out because I was watching the computer and then couldn't find the other paddle because I was ready to go with my 10. I found my girl afterwards and apologized and let her know what happened. She was cool. You guys, I don't know why they chose Flavor Flav to come on Dancing with the Stars and give the score, but I will say that Alix Earle's stepmom was seemingly responding to the drama from last week because Cheryl was the guest judge and she was a previous Dancing with the Stars pro, and everybody last week gave Alix a 9 except for guest judge Cheryl Burke. And her stepmom made a comment in a TikTok where she was like, oh, go take more Ozempic. And then Cheryl ended up responding and was like, people are body shaming me. It's inappropriate. Shouldn't even be doing that in front of children, because Alix's little brother was present in the video that Ashley posted where she was telling Cheryl that she looked weird. Anyway, this week, when Alix was getting all 10s except for the guest judge Flavor Flav giving her a 9, Alix Earle's stepmom posted this TikTok, very wholesome, of the whole family watching, and she captioned it, "See, I can behave." So this was definitely her way of responding to last week's drama and saying that, you know, she's improved this week. She's not going to go off on Flavor Flav, even though he already said that it was an accident. So that was the drama of Dancing with the Stars this week. Now, you guys, we got to talk about what happened at the Stranger Things premiere. This is the final season of Stranger Things, and this week they had the premiere for season 5, and David Harbour and Millie Bobby Brown actually hit the carpet, took photos together. They were hugging. It was a whole big moment. And this was actually a really big deal because earlier this week, there were all of these reports that Millie had actually filed a bullying and harassment complaint about David while on the set of Stranger Things, so much so that they were even saying that she apparently had a representative on set with her during the filming because of how David was acting. Now, there were multiple news outlets that reported on this situation, but it seems they wanted to put those rumors to rest by being cordial and hugging on one another at the premiere. She even spoke highly of David as this father figure when she was asked about their on-screen and off-screen relationship.
I obviously have a really special bond with David because we have a father-daughter relationship and we do every scene together. Yeah. And you'll really get to see that, you know, in season 5. It's been so special to have him along the journey for me. Winona, the kids. I'm really honored to have played 11 and to have met such amazing people along the way.
In some ways your childhood is so well documented.
I know, it's on Netflix, but most of my childhood is on Netflix at this point.
That's true.
Very, very honored.
There's been so much that has been said about David Harbour ever since the release of Lily Allen's recent album that basically did not paint David in the best light, talking about how he was in his marriage to Lily Allen while they were married and how he really betrayed her. wanted this open marriage and people were just feeling like he was not this good guy to her. And so then things were coming out about him and Millie on set, and people were like, wow, this really isn't a good guy. But it seems they wanted to put those rumors to rest this week. Now, as for what else went on this week, the Grammy nominations came out, and oh my goodness, you guys, I am still in disbelief that 2 members of the Hype House are nominated for a Grammy. Alex Warren and Addison Rae are nominated in the Best New Artist category. I am completely shocked. I feel like I kind of felt like Alex Warren was maybe going to be getting a nomination because the song Ordinary is really blown up, but Addison Rae, I was shocked to see her getting nominated. I feel sad for Role Model. I feel like he was snubbed. I also would have loved to see Raven Lenae get nominated because the song Love Me Not has been so huge this year. But the full list of Best New Artist nominees are Olivia Dean, Cat's Eye, The Marias, Addison Rae, Somber, Leon Thomas, Alex Warren, and Lola Young. Song of the Year, we have Abracadabra, Anxiety, APT, DTMF, Golden, Luther, Manchild, and Wildflower. Album of the Year nominees include Bad Bunny, Justin Bieber, Sabrina Carpenter, Clips, Pusha T, and Malice, Lady Gaga, Kendrick Lamar, Leon Thomas, Tyler, the Creator. And for Record of the Year, once again, Bad Bunny is nominated for DTMF, Sabrina's nominated for Manchild, Doechie's nominated for Anxiety, Billy for Wildflower, Lady Gaga Abracadabra, Kendrick Lamar with SZA for Luther, Chappell Roan's The Subway, APT, Rosé, and Bruno Mars. I don't even know who I think is going to take it home, but I certainly want to know what you guys think about the Grammy nominations for next year. Let's get into what is going on in the Huda Beauty world, because they have been working with Huda from Love Island for a little while now. I feel like this is something that they had hinted at since Huda left the villa, and she is posted with Huda. But ever since her live stream with Louis, where somebody called in to their live and called Alandria a slur, Huda Beauty announced that they were not going to be working with Huda anymore. Now, a ton of people from Love Island have since come out. Alandria's come out, Shelly has come out, and they've openly talked about how inappropriate it was for Huda and Louis to be laughing after hearing such a thing. They just said that it was no laughing matter, which Huda said that she was laughing because she was uncomfortable. It was awkward, and they were just kind of calling her out, saying that there was nothing uncomfortable or awkward or funny about what happened or what was said. And well, Huda Beauty made the announcement that they were no longer going to be working with her ever since the situation. They posted a statement on Instagram that said, "At Huda Beauty, kindness and humility are at the heart of everything we do. Unfortunately, one of our recent collaborators has displayed behavior that does not align with our values. We are truly disappointed by Huda Mustafa's recent live, and we take all forms of racism very seriously. While we don't believe her actions reflect her character, we found them deeply upsetting. We know that many members of our community and team were hurt and offended by these actions. While we valued the partnership we had with Huda, her recent behavior and the way the situation has been handled does not reflect our brand's principles. As a result, we have decided to end our partnership and remove any related content from our social platforms and in-store displays. Accountability is incredibly important in moments like this, and we hope that meaningful change can come from it." They also said in the caption, "This action was taken not because of any creator or influencer's content. This was taken due to the lack of seriousness around the issue and to people close to us who were offended by the actions during the live. Please remember, this is about accountability, not canceling people." And season 6 Janae actually commented on this and said, "Love to see it." And some people in the comments are actually not happy with Huda Beauty for this, writing, "This ain't it. She didn't say anything. I hope she sues you for defamation. Oh man, this is sad. Y'all just used her to get hype, then discarded her like she's nothing over something she didn't even say. She didn't effing glee over it. It was a mere chuckle out of awkwardness/nervousness. Seems like y'all only wanted Huda when she was convenient for you. This is defamation on someone's image who didn't say any racial slurs. She nervously laughed and asked, what did she say? Where exactly was the racism? The proof is there on the video." So there are a lot of feelings surrounding this whole situation, but that is what Huda Beauty had to say in light of Huda's recent live with Louis. Now, as for what is going on with Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively, the lawsuit that I felt was never going to end, we got a major update in the case. This week, a federal judge officially ended Justin's countersuit against Blake Lively. He had dismissed the case in June, but the time for Justin to put in a new complaint passed. However, Blake's lawsuit is still alive and well and set for a trial in March of next year. Now, Justin Baldoni's lawyer, Brian Friedman, has spoken out since it has been said that his case was dismissed by a judge. BBC wrote, in a statement, Baldoni's lawyer, Brian Friedman, said, at this point, we have to set the record straight. No deadlines were missed. Our clients chose not to amend their complaint to preserve appeal rights. Mr. Friedman's statement added, in the meantime, we're focusing on Ms. Lively's claims. We remain fully committed to pursuing the truth through every legal and factual avenue available and look forward to our day in court. He also said the truth regarding this case continues to be completely distorted in the media in relation to the latest ruling, and that even something as simple as a procedural update has resulted in a total mischaracterization. Now, on Blake's side of things, documents submitted in July were made public this week. The list of people Blake is naming includes Taylor Swift, Emily Blunt, Gigi Hadid, Hugh Jackman, and the Haim sisters. Allegedly, a source told People that the list is not new and it was simply for discovery. It is not intended for them to be witnesses, so no, Taylor will not be appearing in court, at least as of right now. I'm sure it is the last thing that she wants is to still have her name attached to this entire case. But here we are, still waiting for that 2026 court date. It is crazy that we are still talking about it to this very day. Now, getting into Sydney Sweeney, you guys, this year has been crazy for her. I feel like, up until this year, people actually really liked Sydney Sweeney. They liked her in Euphoria. They liked her in Anyone But You. But then things kind of started to shift. I feel like they were already kind of shifting when she had that family birthday party where people were like, wait, is her family Trump supporters? But then she did the whole American Eagle ad where it was all Sydney Sweeney has great genes, and people were like, is American Eagle trying to say that you have to have blonde hair and blue eyes to have great genes? And well, for the first time this week, she seemed to be addressing the controversy that is surrounding her name.
We're sort of talking around this American Eagle ad right now, and maybe we should just talk about it. So, were you surprised by the reaction?
I did a gene ad. I mean, the reaction definitely was a surprise, but it was, I love jeans. All I wear are jeans. I'm literally in jeans and a t-shirt like every day of my life.
Jeans are uncontroversial. Jeans are awesome.
Yeah, I like your jeans.
You look great in your jeans. Criticism of the content, which was basically that maybe specifically in this political climate, like white people shouldn't joke about genetic superiority. Like that was kind of like the criticism, broadly speaking. And since you are talking about this, I just wanted to give you an opportunity to talk about that specifically.
I think that when I have an issue that I want to speak about, people will hear.
She later was asked about her opinions on the president and vice president speaking out about the jeans ad as well.
I think I know how you're going to answer this, but I'm going to ask anyway. I mean, the president tweeted about the jeans ad, or Truth Social about the jeans ad, and that just seems to me like a very crazy moment for anyone. And I wondered what that was like.
It was surreal.
It was surreal.
In the actual article itself, the journalist included asking, I think it would be totally human to feel, I would probably feel thankful that somebody had my back in public, and conveniently some very powerful people. I wondered if you felt that way. And she said, I don't think, it's not that I didn't have that feeling, but I wasn't thinking of any of it. I kind of just put my phone away. I was filming every day. I'm filming Euphoria, so I'm working 16-hour days and I don't really bring my phone on set. So I work and then I go home and I go to sleep. So I didn't really see a lot of it. People in the comments obviously did not take any of this response well. They wrote, she's smug, a pick-me, and a Republican. Extremely unbearable. She is her Euphoria character in real life. Surreal? Please. That surreal tells me every single thing I need to know about her. She's unlikable. It's insane. I did a jean ad. Girl, you know no one is talking about the effing jeans. Now, to top it off, Sydney is in a romantic relationship, it looks like, with Scooter Braun, even though she's trying to say that she's single. But the day that the GQ interview dropped, they asked her about her relationship status, which she said that she was single. And then literally hours later, she was seen in Central Park kissing Scooter Braun. They've been spotted in public together so much recently, but she's claiming to be single, you guys. And she's been hearing it from the public when it comes to this relationship with Scooter, as he hasn't got the best reputation either. And maybe that is what is bringing them together, kind of being canceled by the internet and then maybe bonding over the fact that they've been canceled from the internet and are talking to each other about, oh, I'm so misunderstood, like they don't understand, da, 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 da. I don't know if that's what they're bonding over. I guess that would maybe kind of make sense. But all I know is most people are not very fond of Sydney tying herself to Scooter Braun in any capacity, whether or not they're in a relationship for real or not. They're just having some fun. I don't know. But people aren't loving it. All we know is that she's saying that she is single and she doesn't regret promoting those jeans. So that is what Sydney had to say. I certainly want to know what you guys think about all of that, plus everything else we talked about, from the Huda Beauty situation to the Grammy nominations, Stranger Things, Dancing with the Stars and Flavor Flav, to Justin and Blake. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.